If it was easy, then it wouldn't be Carolina football. Tonight, the Tar Heels once again proved their brand of football isn't for the faint-hearted, keeping the victory bell in Chapel Hill by beating Duke 38-35 in the final minute. It was a win, so let's get to the bad first and get it out of the way, which was the defense for the first half and the fourth quarter. In 57 plays over that stretch, Duke averaged 8.3 yards per play. Carolina had bad gap control, lost leverage, and took terrible angles more times than I could count. Any goodwill they had built up over the past 2 weeks evaporated when Riley Leonard took off on the 74-yard rush and scored in the first half, once more with the Carolina defense having their struggles against a mobile quarterback. From UNC's perspective, it felt lucky that the team was only down 4 at the break, and it was that unit's third quarter performance that got UNC back in the game when, after not forcing one punt in the first 30 minutes, they opened the half forcing 2 and a turnover on downs. I don't think much changed schematically. Players just took ownership of the product they were putting out here and played the assignment football they're taught. To think that Carolina has a top 5 quarterback and a top 5 receiver, and they are still getting into these dogfights with Duke rushing for 297 yards says all you need to know about that kind of showing. When trying to put the game away, Duke shot itself in the foot with an illegal shift and then a chop block penalty to give Carolina the life it needed. Down 4 with 2:09 left, it felt like it was never in doubt that UNC would score, and that speaks to the confidence in this offense behind a quarterback starting only his 7th game. If you haven't noticed yet, Drake May is special. 380 yards in the air and an additional 70 on the ground, and you realize the greatness you are witnessing when he marches the team down to secure a win. My biggest concern was not if UNC would score, but would they score too fast? The poise to hit a streaking double-team Josh Downs on 4th down? I mean, come on. The only other quarterback in the past 25 years in the conference who had 3 straight games of 300 passing yards and 50 rushing yards was Lamar Jackson in his Heisman campaign. That's the company that he's in at this point. And while Jackson has moved to dominating Sundays, he will soon be joined by Downs, who had his best game to date going for 115 yards. There's been games where he's had more yards, but none with quite the impact that his 8 catches had tonight. The way he adjusts to the ball in the air, making those contested catches, is phenomenal. He takes plays with a great degree of difficulty and makes them look routine. Going into a game knowing he's the focus takes patience on his part, and when he gets his chance, he capitalizes. Between him and Antoine Green, who actually had the game-winning touchdown on a dead play that he brought back to life like the Undertaker, that 1-2 punch is the best this conference has to offer, and 227 yards combined tonight proves that. This group has an identity, and it is one of a resilient bunch. 6-1 on the season, 4-0 on the road, 3-0 in the conference, bowl eligible in 7 games. With the manner in which they've won, this team has the potential to do exceptional things when the buy-in matches their talent. They just keep finding ways to win, and that has to count for something. Never in doubt. From Wallace Wade Stadium, I'm an exhausted Taylor Vippolis, signing off for Inside Carolina.